second. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing his Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Wentz to throw again. Aguilar has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Cover!
So after the INT, it's Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Brady now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get to...
He's got a man, complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady. This will be caught once again by Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw over the middle taken in. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night. Green Bay and their defense, not necessarily.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
53, Mike 53.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Throw left side, reeled in by Lacoste. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run, and the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
At the 31-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the toss play, Howard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Here we go. 39-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a night.
That's caught inside the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Brown, 65 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Wentz going to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down.